Welcome back, 412-575-2600 on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. I have to apologize. We got callers that are holding. Probably had some issues getting to the phone lines, but we can hear you now loud and clear now. We will start with Pete in Squirrel Hill. Pete, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hey, guys. How are you tonight?
Good. How are you, Pete?
All right. Thank you. Hey, Paul, this one's for you. You touched upon it earlier in the broadcast about where's as soon as back. About the manager of the Buccos. I know he's in his first year. He has 6 games under his belt. Doesn't it make sense with the DH in the National League to have Osuna start every night at first base? He's a far better defender than Bell. And have Bell DH. I don't understand the way this guy thinks. What do you think about that?
Well, I guess there's some discussion that Bell is resistant to being the full-time DH because he's worked so hard on his defense. He feels like he deserves the opportunity to try and prove that he can be a good first baseman. But again, if ever you have an opportunity to sort of impose your will, it's in your first year as a manager. So I'm not sure I completely agree with that, with allowing him to call that shot.
I agree with Paul. You got to go with the thing that works. And I thought, Paul, you had a great point. You need offense at this point, and if that's the thing that gets you offense as far as putting Josh Bell in DH and having Osuna's bat in the lineup, plus having a defensive presence, you got to jump at the opportunity. I want to take another quick call before we close out. John in Banksville. John, you're on the Nightly Sports Call.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Real quick. College football I really love, and I'm glad it's coming back. But my question is this: the really good players that may have another year of eligibility, and let's take, what's his name, the Spagnoli guy from Clemson, who's probably the best quarterback out there. Do you think with all the confusion, he'll come back for another year to try to even get better and make more money? Or do you think he'll just jump and leave?
We talking Trevor Lawrence, you mean, the quarterback from Clemson?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think you meant Trevor Lawrence. It's a good question. Paul, what do you think? Does he stay or does he go?
I mean, he's obviously the #1 pick in the draft. I mean, so I don't know why he wouldn't go after this year. I'd say the larger question is, are these guys going to actually play this year? We've already seen one of them opt out and say, I'm going to go to IMG or whatever and work out for the, it's not worth the risk. If I was Trevor Lawrence's, father or mentor or, the guy he was listening to, he wouldn't be playing this year either. What's the point of it? I mean, you don't even know if you're going to get through the season. There's no reason to do it. Go work out and get ready for the draft, if you ask me.
I think that's a good way to look at it. Trevor Lawrence has nothing left to prove in college football. He's shown as an individual performer, as a team guy, that he can do pretty much anything that needs to be done with that program in Clemson. I think that makes a lot of sense as far as what he could do, but there's still plenty of time to figure out what some of these players are going to do. In the meantime, thanks again to Paul Zeise for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for your calls and your tweets. It's you guys that make this show great. We're here for you 7 days a week on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm Josh Taylor for Paul Zeise. Good night, everybody.